Hello, this is Kevin with Coinery. Today we're going to make a heart charm out of a 1964 90% silver quarter. Okay, let's get started. Start off by punching a 1/2 inch hole into the coin. Basically, we're going to make a ring and then turn it into a heart charm. Go. So 1/2 inch hole. Said a lot of this process is going to be similar to a ring. So now we're going to deburr where we cut the hole. All right. So now let's go ahead and get ready for folding. We're going to anneal our coin. Just got there. It's nice and annealed. It's a little softer. So we're going to come over to our arbor press. Use a doming block to start folding with a steel ball bearing. And we're going to use a 17-degree die to continue folding. So like in my other videos, anytime you deal with a lot of these older silver coins, especially like the Kennedy and I guess any of them, Franklin or the Washington quarter, the profile on the head is kind of big, thick, so it creates this little saddle. I like to even that out with a push rod before I get going too far. Using the same 17-degree die. So basically evening that out. That way you start off with a good foundation before you start stretching it on the ring stretcher, so you don't get these weird thin spots. Okay? Let's come back over here. Let's go ahead and sand that edge down real quick. Sure we don't have any splits or anything like that. Let's go ahead and anneal again, and we'll hit the ring sizer. So what we got there. So we're going to come over to our ring sizer here. We're going to shoot for about a size 10. Let's go and see where we're at. Let's put a little paper towel around there to protect the inside detail. I'm going to stretch this thing out to about a size 10. We'll probably anneal it another time or two. Depends on how much it work hardens. All right, let's flip it over, work the other side. And again. See, I keep flipping it over and over because I want to stretch one edge and then the other instead of stretching the whole band, because that puts a lot of tension and a lot of stress on the coin. It's kind of where you start getting to where you start snapping rings. So I flip it over and over just to reduce that tension on the coin. Last thing you want to do is break one of these old silver quarters. Okay, that's what we got going on there. Let's go ahead and anneal again. Go and see where we're at on this. Actually, for about a size 10. Let's go ahead and stretch one more time, and then we'll start reducing it. So when I'm stretching these coins, I like to stop with the rated edge on top and matching the mandrel. That way you have less work to do when you're pushing this up, this top side edge in. That way the diameters are matching a little bit more. Okay. So now we're going to use a little bit of candle wax to reduce friction. I'm going to come down here to the reduction dies. Come up there. So we're going to pick the size that we want. Little foot there. And then we're going to start reducing the diameter of that ring. Flip it over. So cut there. Looking like a pretty nice ring. Let's go and come back on up here. So about a size 8. A little bigger. More importantly, we're going to be looking at our heart jig. We want to make sure it just kind of snaps into the bottom part there. Here, it click in there. So it fits there pretty well. Alright, so we'll call that the ring making part of it done. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean it up real nice, make it like a shiny ring, and then we'll make the heart out of it. Before that, let's go ahead and finish up this cut edge, make it real nice and comfortable. Well, no sharp edges anyway. Alright, so we have right there. The edges are nice and smooth. We're going to go ahead and take some 4/0 steel wool and hit this, clean a little bit of this fire scale off of here. And then we're going to dip it in some pickle. Clean up real nice, and we'll finish off this heart jig and this heart charm. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our pickle here. Just get our little cover. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat the coin up with our propane torch and just drop in the pickle. You can see it turns it nice and white, nice descaled. And there. So again, we're going to hit with some 4/0 steel wool, and then it'll be nice and shiny when we're done with it. Okay, so we have there 1964 and Liberty on the other side. So in order to make the heart charm, we're going to come over to our arbor press and can use this heart jig. It's a 3-piece jig here. This one's a medium-sized one. I got it off Etsy. Sorry, the name of the manufacturer kind of escapes right now, but if you want to know, just go ahead and text me, or not text me, but leave a message or a comment. I'll put a link to guy's Etsy site. Okay, so the bottom piece holds the coin or the ring. On the top part, it's a 2-stage. So I'm going to come into the bottom hole and then push down, which makes it look like a teardrop, and the second one makes the indentation for the top of the heart. Okay, so we're going to start down here. You can see it's nice and straight in there. Start this other jig. Let me zoom in there and you can see that a little bit better, hopefully. Come in here, the top side, stick the little rod through the ring, and just push down till you meet the resistance. You don't want to go too far and break the jig. Okay. And you can see it's got a little teardrop. You can see it kind of flops around in there. It's not sitting in there very well. So what I do is I take the ram on my arbor press and I push down right here, flatten that out a little bit so it makes it nice and tight in there. So we'll do that next. Okay, now it's in there. It's a nice little flat spot. The reason I want to do that, there is a little bit of slop in this jig. And so if you don't flatten that out and make it so it's nice and secure, sometimes the heart might tip a little bit and you get one side that's, you know, higher than the other side. Still looks okay, but it's not ideal. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rod in the top side and it'll sit down on the top of the teardrop now. It'll turn into a heart. When I made this jig, I went through trial and error and I made this mark. That's the goal, how far down I want to push it. Okay. And there we go. So I get this out, kind of tip it and just kind of yank it out of there. You got a nice little heart. Got the Liberty on the one side, 1964. You got the United States of America, and they're also on the inside. Okay. Anyway, let's come back over here. So that's how you make a heart out of a 90% quarter. So the way we sell these, the marketing portion of the video. So I put these on a necklace. Okay, it's a little nice heart charm. And we can couple these with some earrings that I make out of dimes. So it's a nice little set. Valentine's Day is coming, so if you want to get one of these, go ahead and come on and take a look. So you can see on the dimes I do the United States of America on the outside with the one dime. The Liberty side is just a little bit difficult. I get thin spots, so that's what I do with these. And they come with sterling silver hooks. Okay, come on over and get yourself a set. There's a little discount for buying both. So anyway, that's it. I'll put a link to my Etsy site in the description. So thanks for watching my video, and we'll see you next time.